Good evening, all. It's already here. So it is May. Oh my God, I almost forgot the date. May 21st. It's a Wednesday. It's about a little after 6 o'clock. So as you can hear, I have my fan going for my oven. It's preheating at 425. I'm gonna show you how to make a really quick apple pie. So I kind of cheated a little bit and purchased the already pre-made. They usually come in a 2-pack pie crust at the store, and it's been sitting at room temperature for about 15 to 20 minutes. I put the bottom one in already, kind of smushed it around, so it looks like this. I'm using a 9-inch glass pan, pie pan. I've already pre-sliced my apples. Typically a lot of people use like the Granny Smith apple. I find you can pretty much use any apple. Some are sweeter than others, so you may adjust your sugar, whatever you may put in. For this particular, I'm using Sugar Bee and I believe a Honeycrisp apple. I had the stickers somewhere, but I'm not sure what happened to them. Anyway, yes, so Sugar Bee and Honeycrisp, and they're just sliced. There's 3 of each, about medium size. I have about, I would say about 3/4 cup of sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, some nutmeg, a little bit of salt, not much, and a couple 2 to 3 tablespoons of flour. Ooh, that was an accident. Oh, it slipped on my hands. And I mix that up. The flour is just for thickening, and I'm gonna bring it down here real quick. So pretty much, again, I'm limited on my space and what I have to use in my kitchen. I'm just putting this mixture over these apples here. Oh, it already smells good. I have my peelings in the sink. Those I'm gonna give to the chickens. And I'm just going to mix these together without hopefully spilling them. I may use 2 pots here. Real quick. You just want to mix them all together as best you can. I'm just going to use my hands. It's easier. Apples are going in. Watch out for seeds, because sometimes you can get those seeds. I need a bigger bowl. That's what I need. Oh my goodness. I'm making a mess. Best cooks make messes, by the way. So this is going to go in the oven for about at 425 for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to reduce the heat down to about 350. Everybody has their own way of doing it, their own recipe. There's another seed. Get that out of there. Chickens are going to be happy tomorrow. And speaking of chickens, I'm using one of the eggs from the chickens to give like an egg wash. I'm gonna have sugar everywhere. Sugar and cinnamon. Alright. Once you find, if the apples stay in the bowl, like I said, I need a larger bowl, guys. But I'm working with what I have. And sometimes that's all you can do, and just laugh about it. But this pie will then, after the 15 minutes at 425, it's going to bake at 350 for about 35 to 40 minutes. I will cover it as it goes into the oven with a tent foil for up until like the last 20 minutes of cooking. All right, let me rinse my hands off. All right, so with that, wipe up some of the sugar. You just made a mess. Oh, I love it though. I love cooking. Move my pie pan with the crust. I'm gonna go ahead, and you want to really make sure that you get your mixture completely mixed. And again, once this is in the oven, it's going to bake down. Like I have a whole bunch of mixture I couldn't really get to because the bowl is so small. That's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. You know, have fun. That's what it's about. Have fun. And you just kind of want to press everything down, make sure it's not going to overflow. All right. I'll press it down there just a little bit. All right, I'm going to move forward. Rinse my hands off again. Other paper towel. All right, so I have some butter, and it's unsalted butter from Challenge. And all I'm going to do is just make maybe in total like 2 to 3 tablespoons, just kind of all over a little bit. And this just helps to give more of a yummy flavor, more savory, I guess, to the apple pie. I mean, it's optional, you don't have to use butter, but if you do, I prefer the unsalted. You don't need much. Got maybe one more little bit right there. All right. Just back up, put it here. All right. I'm gonna take the, I should have saved that knife, that's okay. Second pie crust. Sorry, I'm still getting over a cold here, or allergies or something. And just be gentle, because sometimes they do fall apart. And as best as you can, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. As best as you can. I mean, you can roll it out, but I don't have a roller. You can use a cup, but I just don't have time, because I kind of want to make this for work tonight. So I work at 10:30, so I got to get this in the oven. And so what I do, sometimes I use my fingers and I'll pinch around, but today I'm just going to crimp it with a fork. Let's see how we do. Just kind of go all the way around. It'll take a minute, not too long. Really, it goes by really fast. I mean, it's only an apple pie, right? I'll just crimp this around. And again, I'm still trying to, whoop, that didn't stick. I'm still trying to figure out how to splice videos together. So when this is done, I'll bring you out another video, a shorter one, of course, and show you how I'm trying to get this pie to crust, the top crust to stick to the bottom, and you can feel it through. Sometimes you're gonna have to just use, it's not gonna be as pretty, you know. I'm not an expert. All I know is it's gonna taste good. That's all that matters, right? And that you're having fun. Alright, it's sticking here, but not there. Oh, come on. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect. That'll be my first time baking a pie in this oven, little tiny oven, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. And I'm just going to go around just to make sure it's all the way crimped down. I don't want spillage. But I am having fun, guys. I love cooking. I love baking. I love sharing. It's therapeutic for me. Therapeutic for me. And I am gonna, I'm gonna kind of crimp, because some of it didn't stick to the other pie crust. That's okay. It's been almost a year since I made an apple pie. I used to make them pretty often, along with pecan pie, southern pecan pie, pumpkin pie, blackberry pie when it's in season, because I like to go pick those blackberries. I'm going to vent it. I'm just going to do a simple X right there. Whoop, that one didn't work. There. I don't know if that's okay. And then just put a little bit here, like so. This way it doesn't explode in the oven. So, excuse me, because I do not have a brush for my egg wash, I've already beaten up an egg. I'm just gonna use a paper towel. why not? And just dibble, dabble, as long as you get it pretty much everywhere. This helps to give it a little bit of color. And hold, I like to use a cinnamon sugar, granulated sugar mix on top of this. This gives a little bit more color and a little bit more flavor and texture. Just like so. Go, just make sure you get it everywhere. There we go. Perfect. That over there. And with that mixture, I do have it here. So it's just granulated sugar. And I'm just gonna just sprinkle it on. No biggie. Just like so. Make sure we get this side. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's semi-homemade, you know. And again, the recipe really, it boils down to your preference. Some people like a pie sweeter. Some people may not like nutmegging it, because I did add nutmeg. I added cinnamon. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Sugar, flour. Again, the flour was just like let me go ahead and stick this in the oven. Oh, here's my foil pan. Now some people, what I may do, once I turn it down to the 350, it's at 425 right now. Once I turn it down to 350, then I will put the tent foil over. And basically it's loose. You don't need to, I mean, some people will go around the pie. I just do it like this. No biggie. Alright, so that's nice and nice. I do have a, let me grab a pot holder here. Just in case, because it's my first time using, I have a pizza pan that sits right there. I'm not sure how it's going to work. Let me pull that out. I don't know. But just to help if there is spillage, help to catch it. So in the oven it goes. And it's going to sit right over that pizza pan. So if there's any spillage over, in theory it'll be caught on the pizza pan. So with that said, as that's I'm going to put the timer on for 15 minutes. I'll bring you back when it's done, because it'll take, I don't want to keep you guys here that long. I am feeling better, by the way, since having to say goodbye to my black lab. My ex took him after our breakup, which is very kind of him. He actually paid for the cremation. So that said, yeah, it was hard. It was a hard thing to go through. I still have Chloe, and yeah, so here soon, I'm going to be making something different for dinner that it just came to my mind. It sounded good. Why not? You know, it's kind of one of those things, oh, let's throw all this stuff together and see what we get. But anyway, in the interim, we have 622. It's in the oven, 425 for 15 minutes. I'm going to, after 15 minutes, going to turn it down to 350, put the foil on, bake it for another 30 to 40 minutes, and then let it cool for about an hour. I think it'll be done and ready before I go to work. I don't have to be to work to Taco Bell until like, I don't know, 10:30. Yes, they should love me there, because I make all kinds of goodies and take in. Anyway, with that, please like, subscribe. Let me know how you do your pumpkin pie. That'll be another video. Apple pie. Again, I used Honeycrisp and sugar beet apples, 3 of each, about medium to large. So yeah, thank you guys for giving me your support, and please like, subscribe, leave me a positive comment, feel free to share, and yeah, thank you. So I'm gonna sit and chill while this bakes, and bring it back when it's ready. All right, y'all.